It took me forever to find it, to be honest.
Yeah,
So.
like it's such a long stream that it'll be hard to like pinpoint the second it happens. So you should be safe. Plus, are you moving anytime soon, or do you own the house that you're living in?
I own it. So I'm not going
Oh,
anywhere.
that sucks. Like if I accidentally leave my address, I'll be fine because this is like a rental.
Yeah, but you just got that room looking gorgeous.
I know, right? Which kind of sucks. I wish I owned a house right now. Jeff, are you renting right now?
No, we bought a place.
Dang, I'm so behind.
Let's go.
Well, I'm 37 and I just bought my first place, so I'm behind. If anyone's
Let's
behind.
teach him. Let's teach him how it's done.
Are we up?
Yeah, we're up.
What's up?
So we're just waiting for people to join in right now. So just
Okay.
reading chat and how's everybody's day in the chat? Let us know. It is Hump Day once again.
Hump day.
Yes, Oafah is Jeff. You can call me either. I was discussing this with the guys before. You can call me Oafah, Jeff, or bitch.
They're gonna
Any of the three.
Find a combination of the three.
Yeah. Bo, Jeff. Something like that.
You've seen
I
21
gotta do my
Jump Street,
intro.
right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I do my intro?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, here we go. All right. Hold on. Ah, ha, 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 ha. There we go. All right.
Nice.
It's not as good as the recorded version, but it'll do.
I actually wanted to do a parody of that, but I didn't have time this week, so it would have to be for another time that you're a
Yeah.
guest.
Oh, that purple border looks so good.
It does.
I just noticed that.
Such a royal color.
I just saw your tagline next to Tech Tickle. Oh, I love that.
Oh,
What? Prepare your brainus?
Yeah, I've never
Oh,
noticed
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Wait.
once in a while I come up with a good one.
Jeff, can you say something in the chat so I can make you a mod?
Yes. Yes, I can. Who face
forgot my gum.
barf doo-doo.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, snap. I hit my mic. Sorry, guys.
That's alright. How long do you guys usually go for?
An hour to an hour and a half. Yeah, sometimes 2 hours. It's just depending on how much fun we have.
Oh shit,
pretty
you go
much
hard, yo.
Wait, how?
Are you smart, dude?
I used to do a podcast that was about that long too, so I know what it's like. Yeah, by the end of it, you're just like, and your brain is buzzing because you've been talking so much. Yes, tell me more.
Actually, watching your stream is how I realized, oh, we could just open like another like incognito browser and hide your
Yeah.
bookmarks. That was fun.
Yeah, I have a bunch of tabs that open up whenever I open a window, and some of them are very embarrassing. So I
Makeup tutorials.
It's Pinterest. Oh, both.
yeah, it's Pinterest and cakefarts.com. Those are the two.
Let's do this. Okay. No, that's why I use Firefox, and that's why people ask me why I use Firefox, because I don't want to set that up for Chrome. It's too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
Oh, we are all wearing blue. I never
This
noticed.
is actually purple.
Oh.
Why is it not purple on the camera? It's very purple in real life.
Don't lie. You just want to be different.
Let me see. Is it more purple? No.
You have the darkest
Pretty
skin of
blue.
the three. That's different enough.
Yeah.
This is like we're like a gradient from top to bottom.
Yes, from full Asian to part Asian to not.
Oh wow,
Yes.
yeah, that's true. This is truly, this is the progress of humanity. From bottom to
Oh
top.
my god.
It's like my people used to sort of run things, and now progressively, it's like we understand. We're gonna concede and just recede into the background. That was a joke, people. I'm not racist.
Oh,
I'm from
man.
Toronto, so like we're the most multicultural city in the world, like literally defined by the UN as the most multicultural. So like, I grew up in a place where it was just brown guys from Sri Lanka, black people from Jamaica, Polish immigrants. So like everyone from everywhere, and you get to be an honorary member of the communities that you have friends with. So
Mhm.
like just the last couple of nights I did Seder dinner with my Jewish people,
Nice.
and so you know I do some Kwanzaa, you know I do around the holidays. You know, I dabble a little bit in everywhere, you know, so it's all good love. I'm not one of those bald white guys that you should be afraid of. So,
I'm sensing lots of microaggressions.
yeah.
Just kidding.
And they're like microtransactions. You have to pay for them, actually. So,
You'll pay for this.
Am I going to do Fan Expo this summer? Should I answer that? What is that? What is
I don't know what
Fan
that is. Is that
Oh,
like
in
a
Toronto.
YouTube? Oh.
Expo? Yeah, sure, fine. You gonna buy me a ticket?
That works.
So I'll give you some hardware. What have I got lying around? I'll give you an NFF 12 box. How about that?
Nice.
There you go.
I like keeping my
Fancy
boxes.
Fancy.
Yep, it is fancy.
That's a stretch. Your friendly neighborhood bald white guy.
Yep. Okay, well, don't let me steal the show. You guys lead here. What's the first thing
Okay.
we're gonna do?
So, all right,
Oh,
5:35. It's What's up?
Oh, sorry. I was like 5 minutes in. Good time.
Yeah, 5 minutes in. All right, so this is where we usually start with our days. So we'll start with you, Oafah. Just kind of, how was your day?
Let him know.
Well, I've never actually talked about my job.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
I'm-
ask too. So go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm a security manager at a software company. So
Ooh.
it sounds exciting. It's not. It's boring. Because it's the software company is a B2B software company only. You've never heard of them. Probably never heard of them. They're called. I shouldn't say. I'm not going to say because I don't want people to know. But they're an analytics company, and they're ranked among the top employers in the world in terms of employee satisfaction. So they do nothing but feed us all day long, and they have like massage therapists come in once a week, and like they have a gym on site. And the U.S. campus, as they call it, has a pool, 3 Olympic pools, in fact, a daycare facility, a fully staffed and paid cafeteria. It's needless to say, it's cushy in that sense, but I'm just the security manager, so I tell a bunch of guys in uniform what to go, where to look at. But luckily, I get to I installed all the equipment myself as well because of my background in technology. So do security cameras and the camera service, things like that. So long story short, my day is fucking boring. I sit there all day and just look at the readout, look at the scan-ins, and just yeah, Jeff to Mike, yeah, could you go over to that side of the building and pretend like you're busy for an hour? Okay, great, thanks. But that's the extent of my day. So anyway.
So this isn't cybersecurity. This is actual security guard.
No, and I administer the network security,
Oh,
the
okay.
local network, so
Okay.
the intranet, just for our security system, which is completely isolated from the internet. There's no outbound connection at all. So a little bit of technology in there too, but that was because of who I am. They didn't originally plan for that, but then they were like, you can have a bit of extra money if you do all the other stuff. And I was just like, okay, I'll take it.
Good deal.
Yeah.
That's very impressive.
No, not really. It's boring, and it pays like okay, but not great. So.
Do you get to Reddit all day though? Is the question.
Yeah, that's my question.
No, officer. Of course not.
Oh yeah. Yes. We all have to answer like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
Anyway, so Lee next, I guess. I'm gonna direct things now. I'm taking over. Lee, you go next.
Yes, sir. I'm outclassed. Yeah. Today went well. I was excited for today. I knew we had a special guest who was racially diverse, so we're always very excited for that. Yeah, I mean, just getting a lot done at work. Working a lot lately. What about you, Danny?
Same here. Actually, I've been doing 8-hour days still, so no overtime yet. But I feel like the project at work is gonna get crazy soon, so I'm just kind of living the cush life for now. But yeah, I was really happy and I'm very excited for Oafah to be on today. That thumbnail, did you guys see that?
It was awesome.
Yeah, I was so excited when I was
Very good.
making it at home, like just 30 minutes before we got together on Skype. So,
You
yeah.
didn't even make me naked.
I was trying to find a naked one, but there's only like naked women. I typed in like laying sideways seductively, and there's like, big luscious women or that guy, which was like a stock footage that I kind of what's it called? I kind of smudged the word stock out of it, so that's why it's kind of blurry.
Just Google the end boss of the internet and then put my face on one of those guys.
Here's the stock. The guy already looks like Oafah.
That's so good.
It's pretty good.
So yeah, it used to say stock here, and that's why it's all blurry. But yeah, that was my the events leading up to this stream.
All right.
Okay.
I have a surprise for you guys, by the way. Do you guys want to hear it?
Oh sure.
A legit surprise. So for all of the people that are currently watching us right now. Danny and Lee don't know about this. This is just totally springing it on them. In this stream, and then over the next hour or so, I'm going to be giving away 25 Steam keys to 25 lucky viewers.
Very nice.
So, and let me just tease some of the games I'll be giving away here. So, and this is courtesy of a reader on Reddit. These ones, I usually give away my own spare keys that I get from bundles and whatnot, but these are from a reader. He didn't want anything in return. It was just really nice of him. So where we've got Mini Metro, we've got Guacamelee, 3 copies of Guacamelee, Chivalry, Medieval Warfare, Magicka 2, Psychonauts, Saturday Morning RPG, Steam World Dig, Prison Architect, Kentucky Route Zero, Desktop Dungeons, Broken Age, and Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. So pretty good stuff here, and they will all be given away during this stream by the end of the night. So we're going to figure out how to do that, though, logistically. Your Discord's probably the best way to do that, right, Lee? Like, if people message me there, or do you do that? Like, what's the best way you want to roll these out?
That's a good question.
I don't think all the people in chat are in Discord, though. Do we want to limit it to Discord people?
It's a good way to get people to sign up for your Discord.
That's true.
If you want to do that.
Yo, can you guys link the Discord link in the chat so that people can join?
Let me try to find it. I know that Pika's going to beat me to it because he's done this so much more than I have. Instant invite.
I actually just bought Chivalry, too. I haven't played it yet, but I did the tutorial, and it looks really fun.
Yeah, it's alright. It's not bad. It's like, if you like swinging swords at people, and not for real, unlike me, then it's good. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
I don't know how we're going to give them away, but we will. I don't know. You guys figure it out. It's your audience. However you want to give away their shit, my shit to them, you figure it out, and we'll do it.
Okay.
Good guy, Oafah.
All right.
The only thing
we have 73 people online Discord right now.
Nice. It's only been 12 minutes.
1 in 3 chance of winning.
What? It is blowing up.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is if you paste it and whoever can grab it first. Because I don't think anyone in the chat or Discord are going to have, like, bots to be able to snatch it up, like, instantly, you know?
That's true, yeah.
Like, we're not at that level yet where that's going to happen.
Way.
So, I don't know. That's the only thing, but if you guys think of something better, feel free to do that. Especially since you're the one who is leading this Oafah.
Okay. Well,
my goodness,
I can just paste them at random. That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, call them Oafah.
You can call me whatever you want. It's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do that. I think I'll just copy and paste them throughout the course of the thing. Be ready. Keep your eye on the Discord chat, and I will put them up. And the first person to grab them gets them.
Yeah.
Shout out to another tech show, I'll Talk On. He did that during his live stream. I stole a bunch of his keys back in the day.
Okay.
Wow. We just like got 20 people on Discord in that like last 10 seconds.
Nice. Thank you, Oafah. I mean,
No,
Jeff.
no problem.
Thank you, Jeffa.
Yeah, Jeffa. Okay, so let's start with the deals, and we will also just be talking throughout the whole thing since we do have a guest. So it's not going to be as deal heavy like last week when we had Matt on. We did talk a lot, which is good. But Jeff, do you use Slick Deals at all, or have you heard of it?
I have not.
Okay.
So I'd be happy to learn.
Okay.
This is educational for me.
I don't know if there's like a Canadian variant of this.
Maybe it's a Canadian thing. Let me check. I mean, I have a computer here. I can look.
Okay.
Slickdeals.a.
Yeah, that A.
Oh, Slick Deals Canada. It's a Google search.
Okay.
It links to the .net website. So I guess it just has a Canadian subsection or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks
Okay.
like it. No, it doesn't actually.
Okay.
So anyway.
Yeah, so this is not just VC deals, but everything. So I like usually searching on here because as adults we have to buy our own stuff now, so it helps to be able to save money everywhere we can. Yeah. Lee, did you check this out
Are you
before?
holding something?
What's up?
Oh, okay. You are holding something.
Oh yeah, this is the thermal spreader from one of the Arctic MX2 thermal paste I bought. I'm what's it called? I like having my hands
Fidgeting?
occupied. Yeah, fidgeting. Yeah.
Me too. I have this Sharpie, which is eventually the cap will disappear and I'll realize I have it all over my shirt, but it will take me at least 20 minutes.
For me, it's a nail file because I bite my nails. So rather than bite them, I file them down so low that I can't.
You're just following like when you're talking to people and just like
All the
sitting
time.
there.
All the time. And so it looks like remember that chat roulette meme where people would be like fucking like this, and then just like it would come up and it would be like nail file. That's pretty much how it feels. It's like I'm constantly just like, oh yeah, tell me more about your hardware.
Oh my god! I did the same thing, but with a knife. I just slice them off one by one. I got OCD though, so I bleed a lot. Not really. Not really. Chat. Relax.
Okay.
Speaking of tech deals.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I did not check this prior to, so not seeing anything too hot on here. Let me. Oh, Jeff, and you're pretty quick with conversions from Canadian to US, right? Because you do that on your channel a lot.
Yeah, I think it's about 1.4 right now. So,
Okay.
Or I'd have to roughly 60%, I think. So if $1 American dollar should come out to $1.40 Canadian.
Okay, so 140% on any of these.
Yeah.
Let me know you need some Tsum. I can send them up to you. So.
What's that?
Oh my god!
I don't. It's
Is
just
that
like
an Asian thing? I don't know.
no. It's a Disney thing. It's kind of like Beanie Babies, except there's no beans in it. It's just like a little miniature. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He thinks we're just talking like Asian lingo around him.
Yeah. Oh.
Leaving him left out.
Okay, here we go. G4560 finally in stock, for less than retail actually. I'm not Jeff. You haven't made any specific videos about these, have you?
No. The closest I got was that secondhand i3 6100, which is like the same chip, but
Yeah.
with slightly higher clocks. So, but funny you mentioned that. It's on sale right now at Direct Canada for $76. So that's about on par with 55 American bucks. And they got some pretty good motherboards, H110 boards that should have updated BIOSes. So if you're looking to start off a build, that's pretty damn good right there. It's hard to recommend anything but the 4560 these days for any application because, like, as much as I would love to go with an H61 motherboard and an i5 2400, if you look at comparisons, I mean, lots of people have done benchmark comparing this to older i5s. Very often the Pentium wins.
Nice.
You have lower minimums, right? Because it's only 2 cores with hyperthreading as opposed to 4 actual cores, but your maximums are higher. With a frame limiter, you're not going to notice any difference really. So it's like, why the hell wouldn't you just buy the new one, right? So put me out of business, for God's sakes. I can't sell a computer now because everyone's just like, I can get a better motherboard computer for $150. Fuck your bald ass. So, yeah.
Well, that's what my question would be, is the motherboard pricing, because that's the only deterrent for me for KB Lake, for like a cheap, like when the motherboard's costing more than that.
They're like $60 right now is the lowest, I think.
But you can get H110 boards that should have updated BIOSes. Those should be cheaper than $60. I would
sick.
imagine.
Do you think that by now the BIOS would be updated?
Well, it does vary, but I mean, I don't know how it is in where you are, but with most computer shops, most physical stores up here, you can just have them flash it before you buy it, and they will do it usually for like $5.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, so it's not that bad.
I think a lot of people buy from like Newegg and Amazon though, because like if you have a Fry's or Micro Center, they'll probably. I wonder if Fry's would do it. They have kind of a bad reputation for horrible customer service. But anyways, yeah. So let's say you get a cheaper Skylake motherboard, right? Those will still. I usually don't see them lower than like $45-$50. So the combo together is going to be anywhere between 100 to 110, maybe 120 at the high end. Whereas you can easily get 2400s and a used motherboard for like 90. So, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's worthwhile. I mean, like, it's all price dependent. If you can find a better deal with an i5 2400 or something like that, absolutely go for it. Yeah. But then even then, you start to think to yourself, oh, motherboards are so volatile. Like, old H61 boards, not all solid caps. Like, this thing, how much life does this thing have in it, kind of thing. So and I'm fine. I don't know if you guys noticed this in your markets. I know you're in the Seattle area, Danny. I don't know about you, Lee. Wherever you're at, are you in a big city?
No, I'm in South Florida.
Okay, so but you have some population there, right? You can get used stuff.
but it's all old people, so we have a terrible market here.
It's all old Jews just retiring. Right?
Literally.
Canadians, yeah.
Oafah!
So it definitely depends on your region, but I'm finding that even P67, Z68, Z77 motherboards, Z75, all those chipsets, good quality boards, even the ones that were designed to last for 5-6 years, are disappearing and getting harder to find. So I mean, I just ordered 3 H61 boards off of Amazon because they were just randomly up there. It said 1 to 2 months shipping, so I don't know if I'm actually going to get them. And they're from Amazon too, not a third-party seller. They were from Amazon, but Amazon was like, "Yeah, we know you got Prime, but we don't actually know if we have these." So
oh my gosh,
just keep an eye out, and maybe you'll get them. Who knows?
Wait, may I ask how much they were? Unless that's like your secret, you know?
Oh no, it was I paid grand total tax and shipping $180 for 3 boards, so $60 a pop Canadian. Okay. So that's like 42, 43 American, I think.
Oh, USA, USD. 45 it says. Okay. Okay. Which is
like standard.
That's what a new motherboard costs right now.
Yeah. I know. And these are supposedly new.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They're old H61 motherboards that were just either overstock or they're not refurbs. They're supposedly brand new. So we'll see how they look when I get them, if I get them. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Moving on, hot topic, Ryzen 5, which hopefully you can chime in on since I have not been following this recently. $150. Let's see, what would that be Canadian? Wait, I can do the math.
That's about 200 or so, I think.
Okay.
No, is that right? Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Maybe no, 200 is about right.
People were just also asking you in the chat. I'm not sure if you saw it about the R5. Just in general, what your take on it is.
Well, I mean, it's pretty. There's some more predictable elements of these chips. So just like the R7 1700 was the price performance value of the bunch when the R7s were launched, I'm pretty sure the 1400 is going to be the go-to chip for the quad-core 8-thread. You don't want to buy 1500 because it's probably just going to overclock maybe 100 megahertz more, and that's it. Would be my guess. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of OC numbers coming out of it yet. But that's AMD's MO. That's what they do. Like the 8300 and 8320, way back in the days of Viscera, were clearly the better buys over the 8370, 8370E, and whatever the hell else, because you're all you're paying for with the higher binning is just better guaranteed clocks out of the box. But once you put more voltage through it and get aftermarket cooling on it, it's the same shit, right? So I would say, if you want 6-core, get the lowest binned one, whatever it's called. What's it called? There's the 1600X, and then there's the 1600 is the one that's the cheapest of the 6-core 12-thread, I think.
I don't know off the top. Let's look it up.
Yeah, and then the 1400 is probably your best bet for the 4/8 split. The R3 1100 that's due out over the summer, that's going to be the one to watch. So they can put that to market for $99. Genuine quad core that overclocks to 4 gigahertz. That's going to be quite the value. So no hyper threading though, but it's going to make i5s look silly, right? So even if you just get 80% of the performance, even if the single threaded performance is a little worse, you get the 80% of the performance for like 40% of the price. I don't know what i5s are in the States, but
let me see. 7400. I think it's like 180 to 190. It's looking like.
If they can bring those to market for $99 and give you 80% of the performance for half the price, that puts Intel out of business, in my opinion. You know what I mean? The only way you need that additional single-threaded performance in gaming is if you're running a high-end graphics card. And if you're buying a $1,000 graphics card, you're sure as hell not going to be buying a $200 CPU anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to be going with the 7700K if you're spending that kind of money on a graphics card. So if you're pairing it with your standard RX 480 or RX 580 is going to be coming out soon, I think the R3 1100 is going to be like a perfect pairing. And cheap as fuck. So,
all red everything.
Yeah. At least on the low end. I mean, Intel's still got some good stuff on the high end. I'm curious to see what they respond with. Coffee Lake, as stupid as that name is, I'm curious to see what they do exactly. And if it's true that they're going to try to bring 6-core chips to the mainstream, we'll see. I hope they do. Competition's good.
Coffee like just keeps me up at night.
Yeah. Why is it that when I go this way, I go closer to my camera, but I'm out of...
Your camera's
that's
moving.
weird.
It's tracking you.
Tracking me.
Yeah.
Why is it doing
I
that?
think the Logitech software automatically it has that by default. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
crazy. Mine doesn't
All right.
do that.
I think I turned mine off.
Like,
Oh, okay. Well, now we know why I'm so close, I guess. Maybe they just like fixated on my beautiful face.
ooh, that was some Danny Zoom action right there when I got out of focus.
I'm sorry. I'm off my game, guys. I got to copy more keys here. Here's one incoming key. Get your fingers ready. Here we go.
Yeah, Danny, with your like, I can tell when you like tap your screen.
Okay.
My door's open. I'll be right back.
Oh, I need to close mine soon too before the girlfriend gets home. Just so she does not interrupt. Guy time. Okay. Let's see. So, the good thing about Slick Deals is that you do see a lot of the best deals when it comes to computer stuff pop up here. So that's why I like to use it. And then I still use Reddit though. The Build a PC sales. Where's the computers? Here we go. Here's a question that might be too personal, Jeff, and you don't have to answer if you don't want, but
No, it's fine.
how often are you buying stuff, like used and new, for computer builds? I'm just curious, because we're looking at all these deals.
In the last 3 months, I've slowed down a little bit because the market's so dry right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dry because of the changing price performance metric. I mentioned it in a few videos back where I said the G4560 Ryzen and low end graphics cards being so strong, it's making the used market a little bit silly. You know what I mean? Like, why would you pay? We discussed this in great length, so I won't go over it here in great detail. But you know, like, why are you paying X amount of dollars for something used when you can get the same performance of something new for like 20 more bucks?
Yeah.
And you get fresh warranty and all that stuff, no hassle. So it's making it difficult, and the market is still adjusting. Like, people are still listing their GTX 970s for like 220 bucks, and I'm just like, guys, you can get RX 480 4GB for the same price, right?
Yeah.
Like, why would anyone buy that from you? So it's slowly. I got a couple of GTX 970s for 180 a piece here in Canada, which is in the realm of 130, I think, American.
That's about the
probably
price,
where they
going
should be.
price, yeah, around here
Yeah.
too.
So, and even that's a bit high in my opinion, and I think they should need to come down a few notches more.
Yeah,
So,
because RX 480s, you can get that for around 140, 150 here, so...
yeah, and that's clearly the better buy. They perform roughly the same, and they're pretty much the same card. An RX 480 4G is pretty much a GTX 970, like blow for blow. There's not a lot of difference. So sometimes the RX 470 competes with the 970. So, you know, it's tough. It's a tough sell these days. The gap that used to exist is shrinking. You know what I mean? It's coming together. So I used to be able to clean the house. Like, I would get insane deals on hardware, and because it was still current in terms of its usability. The i5 2500K is a perfect example. I mean, an i5 2500K is essentially, when overclocked modestly, it's essentially a locked Skylake i5. It performs about the same. And so that was the go-to for like the longest time. But now with Ryzen, people are just like, well, maybe quad core with no hyperthreading isn't good enough anymore. And Digital Foundry coming out with their videos saying, oh, look, hyperthreading and higher RAM speeds and all these things do benefit gaming. And then this gets people thinking. They're like, maybe I can't rely on an old platform that's 5 years gone. So, you know, it's kind of a pain in the ass. But I'll get there. Over the summertime, I think weather gets nice. I can get out on my bike again. Oh, yeah, I'll have that backpack full of hardware every time I go out. So. And I drive too, but the bike is nice because if you feel like you worked for it, you're like, yeah, oh fuck, oh, 6 motherboards and none of them broke.
Your backpack is like extruding this much from your body, just like a tower going outwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna see how nerdy that looks. Just like imagining it over it.
Dude, I used to be that kid in high school and middle school who kept all his books with him because we didn't have lockers. So imagine like a small Asian kid with like 6 big thick book stacked in his backpack. Every time I turned, it would like the momentum would keep me turning.
I think the correct statement is imagine an Asian kid without a backpack full of textbooks.
True.
I never actually asked. I only inferred that you were short, Danny, from that one picture
Oh.
of you with Linus. But how tall are you exactly?
I'm 5'6".
Really?
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Oh man, that's so cute.
Wait, so I just learned that Matt from Toasty Bros is 6 foot, which I had no idea. I thought he was maybe like 5'9", 5'10". And then Lee, how tall are you again?
5'11".
Okay, and then Jeff, you're like 12 feet.
No, I'm 6'3".
Oh my
wow.
goodness!
You are huge.
All my
Yeah, I'm a
buddies
big boy.
are 6 feet on YouTube.
When you
Wow.
play basketball.
I had, by the way, just going to interrupt for a second here. I had somebody who was interested in Mini Metro. I'm going to be dropping that in the next 60 seconds, so pay attention.
60 seconds, guys. Get in the chat.
Yep.
Guess
Discord.
Matt, you are also
He's 5'9", I'm
5'10".
guessing.
5'10". That's me. 5'10".
Oh my goodness, everyone is so tall. This is why I need to get buff again, because like I need something to.
Let's go. Just flex, Danny.
There's nothing to flex right now. Oafah, if you can flex though, people seem to like when streamers flex. I've seen your arms in your videos. I know you go to the
I get
gym.
it.
I know you go
All
to
right,
the gym.
let's see if I can get in here. I don't know.
It
if
won't
I can,
fit.
It's not going to let me because it tracks my face, but
Look
that's
at
my
them
arm right there.
guns. Whoa.
That
A little
definition.
fatty though. I gotta trim down a bit. But,
Nah, man.
yeah,
Respect.
I do okay. I have a balanced life. I'm a nerd. I used to own a collectible card game store. I did, seriously, no joke. I got
Nice.
shat on my floor once, and you know I work out. I do the fitness stuff too. I think I have a
Good deal.
pretty balanced approach to life.
Mhm.
I try to
Oh,
do a little
that's
bit of everything.
That's good.
So
Fight the pasty fat guy who only works on computers and plays video games.
that's right. I'm the only guy I've ever known that has ever been the captain of a basketball team and been a raid leader on Lord of the Rings Online. It forces of Middle Earth.
Oh,
There's
you
I
like
respect
nobody else
that.
in the world who can claim that. So
I respect that.
was that your MMO? Was that your go-to MMO?
it was one of a few. The first one was a game called Tibia that you may have heard about if you watched PewDiePie's few videos on it. He's a Swedish guy, so he played that game
Mhm.
as every Swede did back in the day. So if you were Swedish, Brazilian, or Polish or Mexican maybe as well, you played that game. It's very low-fi. It's not
Mhm.
not a very graphically intense game. It's 2D, really old. It's from 1997.
Yep, that's what it
And,
says right here.
Yeah, and it's and I played that, and I was a really big deal on it, like really big. And I'm not trying to brag because bragging about an MMO is just sad, but it's the truth. I was a huge deal there. Like my name, if you mention me on the forums, especially in the server I played, you will hear so much hate attached to my name.
Mm.
Just like because I ruined it. Really, I actually helped the developers along instituting a feature that everyone fucking hated, and it ruined the game. It really did. It destroyed it, and I admit that openly. So yeah,
What
I'm
was
not
it?
very well liked. But
What was the
yeah.
feature?
Well, basically, it's not original, but it was just hadn't been implemented yet. It was the ability to transfer between servers.
Oh.
So and because it was a PvP centric game, and I mean, when I talk about PvP, listen up, kids. I'm gonna tell you something. 37-year-old self here. Gonna give you a piece of advice. If you want to know about what real intense PvP gaming feels like, play Tibia, because it's like nothing else you've ever experienced. Being that when you die, you lose experience. You go down in levels. It's not just like, oh, you respawn at the respawn point in the middle of these rocks here. You come back to life and you can go fight again. It's not like that. You get weaker. And the more you fight and die, the weaker you get until your ass is all the way back down at level fucking 1 and you've got nothing but a stick and the clothes on your back. So like you get
Rust.
beaten to shit. It's like Rust. Yeah, it is like Rust. It's a precursor to Rust. And it's much harder to get back up. It takes you several days of grinding to get one level.
Is that you?
It's intense.
Did he find you?
No, I can
Yeah.
find. I don't think I could find it.
No, that's
What's that right
me.
there?
Right here.
Looks like it
me.
right there.
Yeah.
No, second one. Second one.
Oh, second one.
Oh, go back to that. Go back to that. Click that.
Yeah.
No, the other one.
The
one
Alex,
you just
yeah.
had. Yeah, okay, this is an old chat record between me and people. Oh my god, look at that.
Mm. Wait,
Greetings,
why is it pulling in 2016 though?
I can't. Oh, it might have been recent. I pop in from time to time and say
Okay.
hello, so it might be a recent post. But yeah, so that's me. That's part of me anyway. My character, if you go to the website and search there, you'll find me.
Okay.
But anyway, so it's pretty hardcore shit. And then after that, I got sick of it because I couldn't deal with the politics. It was so much. And the game sucked because I ruined it. so then I went to Lord of the Rings Online, and I took what I learned playing Tibia to Lord of the Rings Online, and I absolutely wrecked house in the PvP environment in the Yetton Wars. So I introduced some things that concepts in raid leading that nobody had thought to do before. Basically, it's not rocket science. Like, you know how when you play a game, you got 25 guys shooting at one thing, right? And you're trying to bring it down, trying to kill it. Well, if you're all shooting randomly, whenever your skills come up, you're going through your damage rotation and you're just firing things at it, you'll bring it down slowly if it's a monster. But if it has the ability and like a person behind it that's healing it, they can heal through as much damage as you deal. Granted, they have 25 people healing. You know what I mean? So if you're going on a one-for-one basis, you're not going to get anywhere. What I just said was, this is how we did it in Tibia, guys. What we did on Ventrilo or on TeamSpeak is I would, as the commander, count down 3, 2, 1, and as soon as I hit 1, you guys load up your best attack, whatever it is. So you got 1,000 damage coming out of like a swift bow or something like that as a hunter, and then you got 24 hunters all firing the exact same shot at once, and you can't put healing spells between it. Yeah. So it's like 50,000 damage in a single moment, and it's impossible to heal through unless you bubble or something like that. Protect yourself. You can't beat it. So I would just walk around the Yetton Moors with my hunter ball, as people called it, and just go. And I would just be like, okay, Danny, 3, 2, 1, bam, and then Danny would be dead. Just
nice.
Wouldn't even.
Oh, this is PvP you're talking about, right? For some reason, I was imagining a raid or something.
Raid boss.
Oh no.
Yeah, raid boss. Yeah, I was like, how's he gonna heal? Yeah, so in PvP you can't do anything against that. Yeah.
No, you can't.
That's some good coordination. What year was this, by the way? Because I'm guessing you don't play anymore or haven't played for a while.
No, Lord of the Rings Online, I think I quit in 2012.
Oh, okay.
So it's been quite some time.
Okay.
You have to dig around to find mention of my name there. But anyway. So I don't mean to ramble. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. This is
I'm gonna
good
get
stuff.
Some more Steam keys.
We're applying our WoW knowledge to everything.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys know what that would be like then in WoW. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, but imagine all 5 of the people in a 5v5. I've never played before, but I know a little bit about it. Just lining up their best attack at the exact same moment on one character.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
How do you...
They usually nuke the healer, so...
Yeah.
Once the healer's down, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. All right, what else we got here tech-wise? We're not here to talk about MMOs. So.
Yeah, I know, right? Everyone else is... MMOs, I'm so sad that it's phasing out. Like, to MOBAs and things like Overwatch and stuff. Because I still really enjoy MMOs. Just the immersive world, but that's another topic.
Yeah, it is kind of sad, actually. Because Overwatch is just quicker gratification. You just log in, you fight, and you're done, right? So
people just don't have time.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a time thing. We just get progressively more busy.
Yeah.
Too many things to do. Too many devices.
I think it's time to put up the link to the Discord chat again, just in case people want to get in on that.
Can the mods spam the Discord chat, please? Thank you.
I don't know if this link still works, but it might.
Okay. So, yeah, that's... the Hadron, and... I forgot what case you have, Jeff.
I have the Fractal Design Mini C with a window that is totally facing away from me and I can never see.
Is it a pretty expensive case?
No, it's mid-range. It's the Mini C is like I think I paid $84 for it before taxes, so like 100 after tax.
Okay. 100 C Canadian.
Canadian.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's what you would call like a mid-range case, I guess.
Okay. I guess what. Because I rarely look into the high end. What would be considered high end, like price wise, in your definition?
All this tempered glass bullshit, which is so fucking stupid.
Look how
agreed.
Look how cheap this is, though. Well,
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
yeah,
for-
no, it used to be way more, but look, it's $90 after rebate.
Plus $1 shipping.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not bad. But that's
Okay.
that looks like one of those cookie cutter ones, but because of the grill, I guess Corsair's is a bit different.
Yeah.
All those tempered glass cases start looking the same after a while.
Yeah. Though, oh man, I'm sad that you're saying that, Jeff, because I think I might be doing a case review soon of a tempered glass case, but it'll be unique, I swear.
Did they send you it for review, or did you just buy it?
They sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I need a case upgrade, because, see, this 1070, when did I put that video up? It's still not in my system, because it doesn't fit my Corsair case.
Really?
It's so wide that, like, I would have to leave the panel off and cut the side of the frame to fit it. But I don't want to go away from a cube case. So,
Right, of course.
and there's not that many options out there.
A
Yeah.
real enthusiast would be playing on his test bench, Danny.
I could do that, or go back to that Cooler Master half XB. But okay.
So I think what I'm going to do, by the way, with the keys, somebody pointed out that it was just getting a little hectic. So if it's possible, when I have a game to give away, I'll just say the game, and then anyone who spams the channel after I say it, I'll just pick one of those people at random. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can do however you want.
And I can just message them, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right, we'll do that from time to time. Okay. So if you want free theme keys, by the way, I've got lots more to give out. So join the Discord chat. I'm Oafah. I don't fucking make a guest appearance on someone else's channel without giving shit away. What do you think I am?
Good guy.
I just attended 2 Seder's last night, and I'm marrying a Jewish girl. I'm practically Jewish, and I'm giving stuff away. That's amazing. Don't be offended. Please, God, don't demonetize me.
Don't do
Anyway.
No, you're fine, dude. Even if we get demonetized, bring it.
Yeah, I don't really care. I've made that decision. Yeah, I know you guys are trying the legit approach where you you get sponsorships and you maybe do sponsored material, get review items sent to you. For me, I just don't give a fuck. I'm planning on trashing everybody. I don't give a fuck. I spent like 2 days roasting companies on Twitter, and I actually got, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I got Alienware to bite. I got in a little Twitter feud with Alienware. It was amazing.
And they responded? I remember seeing that, yeah.
Yeah, and they went back and forth with me, and I just kept ripping them. It was so great.
Oh my
So
god.
I'll never do anything with Alienware in my life. That's all right.
Not that anyone ever would.
No.
Shots fired.
Unless it was used and really cheap.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Auroras, the old Auroras that go for sale all the time on Reddit Hardware Swap.
I actually love the design of their Steam box, like the look of it. It was great.
Are you talking about the Alpha?
Yeah.
Yeah, and those were really cheap too. Like retail, they were as low as like 300, and they were a full working like 750 Ti equivalent computer, so it wasn't too bad.
Nice.
Oh, there's Gerard. He's saying hello. Hi, Jerry. How you doing? You want to do my impression of Jerry for you?
Yes, please. Oh,
I've been working on it. Okay. All right. Let's just give me a scale of 1 to 10. Tell me how this is. Hello there, Jerry, 65 or older. I went with an AMD processor, a 6300. I got it for a blowjob. And then I got a GTX 750 Ti for a ball tickle.
oh my god.
Anyway, no, Jerry, I'm just kidding. I love you. You're the cutest old man ever.
They're great friends on Twitter. For people who don't know.
Yeah. No, I'm just teasing. He's a good
Yeah.
guy. He's a great guy. And I honestly, I'm going to say this now publicly so everyone can see it. I think what he is doing at 65, I was, just before we started this stream, I was on the phone with my aunt, who is a 50-some-odd-year-old woman. And Danny heard me talking to her, and she was having computer problems. And I was just like, I'll just bring you a new one. I don't care. I'll just give you another computer, and I'll take the old one back and just salvage whatever I can out of it. Jerry is out there, 65 years or older. He won't say exactly how old. A lady never tells. And he's out there, 65 years old. All this stuff is foreign to him and his generation. He's just like, I got this. I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to fucking get in there and fix it. And that's good. That's what I do it for. It's to inspire people like him, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So good on him. Yeah.
He was talking to us about you earlier. Well, me and the guys in the voice chat. He was like, I checked up on him. He was sick. He's like, I talk to him all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very fatherly. It's like, oh, apparently Jeff was pooping out of a straw for 3 days.
Oh my god.
And it's true, I was.
He's like, it was coming out of both ends.
It was absolutely coming out of both ends. It was coming out of ends I didn't know I had. My nipples were covered in shit. It was that bad. It was just like,
Danny.
lactating poop. Anyway. So let's see how that. The nice thing is there's a delay in the chat, so you get to see how your jokes go over like 3 minutes later, and then everyone's like, "Ah, poop out of nipples." But anyway,
Jared's
okay,
loving this.
yeah, I'm sure. But he likes the attention. That's good.
Someone said, "Where are the deals?"
Yeah. All right.
Oh, sorry. Okay, deal.
It's fine. Oh, before we go to deals though, someone said they said to go to the BBC. Ohio inmates build a computer in the ceiling and hit it or something. I thought this was just kind of funny. I wonder what do they say what they're doing with it? Like, are they gaming? Are they watching, that stuff?
You scroll down and it's me and Danny like in a cell. We like tear down the wallpapers behind us that they're fake backdrops.
Oh, okay. So they got the parts from a computer waste recycling program. What did they do with it though?
Wow, that's so impressive.
That is. No, I've heard of like inmates like having phones and stuff, like especially if you're in something that's not like if you didn't do, or what's it called? If you're not on lockdown, basically, they do get like access to phones.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, back to deals. Sorry for everyone who's here for deals, and we're just like going off tangent. But
yeah, sorry about that. My fault.
No, it's fine though. No, they should be following along, so they should be seeing these deals. But I'm not seeing, besides the G4560, I'm not seeing anything else that looks like too amazing of deals.
Yeah, deals have been stinky lately. I've been checking periodically. It's like deals and things like that, and there's just nothing.
Yeah. All right, 860K. I've built with this thing before at $50 with free shipping. I don't know. So you can get this in a motherboard probably for $90. I didn't do anything except test it with games. Jeff, have you used the 860K much or ever?
Technically, no, but I did use what was effectively the same chip in my recent Mini ITX build. I don't know if you saw that.
What chip did you use? I can't recall off the top.
It's called. Sorry, the Discord is now blowing up with people who are like, "Okay, the code is gone. God damn it, guys! Okay, that plan didn't work. We got to come up with a way to do this easier. I'll figure it out." No, I used what's called the FX 770K, which is an OEM version of the same architecture, same chip. It's a standard, dual core 2 module 4-core shared cache bullshit thing. But it's clocked 200 megahertz lower, and but it's overclockable, so it's the same thing.
Okay.
And I had a little bit of experience with that recently, and it's good. I would say it's passable, but definitely, like when I was running Witcher 3 on it with a 660 Ti, I was finding that the CPU was like very close to just giving out. You know what I mean? Not not giving out, but just at its limit. 80-90% on all 4 cores is like, I've had enough. So that gives you an idea of where I would put it.
Okay. So just go for a G4560, which is about
probably.
Right here. It's showing at the same price, but okay, for both new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you see the rifle cooler for $2 under it?
No, where?
Right.
Oh,
under
right
the
here.
I think that's without rebate. I think it's just $2 now.
Oh. Wait.
It was free. I have 2 free ones.
Wait, what is this for? This is Intel. Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
it doesn't say they it didn't say. Okay, so for Intel,
it's got like the 11.
Is this like exactly a stock Intel heatsink with a different face on it? I've never used one of these.
It is similar to the Intel. I think the fan's a little no, sorry. Look at this. That's a 3-pin fan header. So
Is that on full blast?
no bueno. It's at full blast 24/7.
Well, you can voltage control it, right? So it depends on your motherboard.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's generally a little shittier. But let me tell you something. As someone who builds a lot of computers, I don't know how much of a problem you guys have with this, but I actually run out of stock coolers frequently. So
I broke all mine from zip tie experiments.
if you have extras, Danny, I'll take them.
No, I have
Just
extras,
run out of
but
them.
I'm starting to run out of them because I used to just put really cheap, like the M9s and stuff on. But now when I'm buying chips that can't even overclock, what's the point, right? The Intel ones are actually quiet. I didn't use it for a long time because I used to always throw something else on it. But compared to AMD, which I don't know about the new Wraith or the Wraith and the Ryzen ones, the old AMD ones were just crappy. So I just kind of hated stock coolers for the most part because of that.
Yeah. What really sucked about the old AMD stock coolers is that the heat sink itself is perfectly fine.
It's
just that the fan was shit.
Yeah. Like the heat, they're like sophisticated. They actually have like copper piping and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Intel doesn't. Yeah.
Well, they had to handle a lot more heat, right? So obviously they were overbuilt, but.
And Lee and I we discussed this before too, like the latch mechanism. Like, why doesn't Intel do something? I know you made a video on how to install Intel ones, but I still have trouble with it sometimes. I don't know which way to rotate it.
Yeah. The key if they stick is to just grab the housing and then push the peg, and it's. I tried to capture it on the video, but it doesn't quite work. But there's a trick to it, and once you learn the trick, it's like it works every time. Yeah. But they get stubborn as hell because they wear out quick. So for sure, yeah. I have a question for you guys. So in the U.S., do you guys have Newegg hybrid centers?
Hybrid centers.
They're like Newegg has this thing up here in Canada where they have, obviously Newegg is an online company mostly, but they have a hybrid center in Richmond Hill, which is north of Toronto, which is a store pretty much, and you can go see things and actually buy them there in person.
Ooh.
But it's also their shipment center for the region, so. Yeah.
I know that
a
they
lot
have
of
a
money
pickup.
in that.
I think they have warehouses that you can pick up. I know because Kyle from Bitwet did that every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an actual true
but he's in California where I think that's the actual Newegg, isn't it?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Like he's in LA.
Exactly. So if you buy one, they have things like that, but I don't know about hybrid centers. That sounds pretty sick.
Yeah, it's like a store. I think they just decided to try and sneak into the brick and mortar business, but like not overly so. So they're competing directly with people like Fry's and Micro Center, I guess in the States. But up here in places where there are no other computer stores, they've seemed to have they'll just put one down and be like, yes, you're in the middle of nowhere. We can corner the market here, sure. So and near a major highway too, so people can make
Oh yeah.
No, hello darkness. I cannot meet you at the hybrid center. I don't know. First of all, I know I'm a big guy. I can handle myself, but I have no idea how large you are, or what kind of weapons you own, or how thin your penis is, or whatever, and how easily it would fit in my behind. So, just gonna skip that. Maybe we'll have a meetup one day. Who knows? Ooh, a monitor.
Okay, here's what I have. I think this is a good price. I don't know. People complain about the 34-inch ultra-wide 1080p pixel density. I haven't had problems with it, but I don't know. What monitor are you running, Jeff?
I presently have an LG 144 Hz 1080p monitor of some kind. I don't remember the model number, to be honest.
Fancy.
Yeah. But it's
it's
not that good. It was like $300 new when I bought it years ago. It's fine.
He's serious about that PvP. Got that 144 hertz monitor.
Oh, I was. But back then though, I was running it was an FX 8120, and I hadn't even overclocked it. And it was so obviously in MMOs. I mean, CPU bottlenecking is a big thing when you're talking about maps full of like 50 people. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was not having a fun time with Bulldozer back then. But I was poorer back then, so you use what you got, right? So
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, GTX 570, just turn all the settings down and do the best I can.
It's the kind of toxicity that makes the PC Master Race look like a terrible place when people are
Of
like,
course.
"You're still running Bulldozer. You're an idiot." And it's like, that's the first computer. Relax.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do trivia in the Discord chat. Make it easier on people rather than spam.
Oh yeah, so that they have to know the answer for your code.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna say it though. You guys continue talking. I'll just type in the Discord. That'll be easier on everybody.
All right. I'll try not to get distracted with your question. I have 2 micro centers in New York. Nice. We have 0. I don't think there's anything down here. No, I'm pretty sure Florida doesn't have micro center or fries. It's very sad. What do you have in Washington? You have fries, right?
We have fries. I wish we had micro centers because fries, they have good deals sometimes, but they're, well, I guess micro centers always in store too, huh? It's just I'm not close to my fries. I'm like 40 minutes out, so I never want to go there.
Hashtag fries lies.
Fries lies, yeah. Yeah, they do lie. They're like, hey, come in the store. We have like this really cheap item. We only have one in stock, and the employee hid it in the back room so that you can't get it. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay, RX 480, man, the fact that they don't give the Doom keys anymore, it's kind of like 150 is still a decent price,
That's not terrible.
but being
I'd buy
able
it.
to sell Doom for $20 or $15 makes it like even a sweeter price. This is the blower style though. Let's see.
I have like I don't know. I kind of like the aesthetic.
Of the blower?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I like Nvidia's blower style cards.
Oh,
AMD's are really like plain in my opinion.
No
They don't-
comparison. Yeah, no.
They don't
Nvidia
got
makes
the
stock
sharp
colors
angles.
look-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like people. I always thought it was silly that people would pay $50 for a Founders Edition, and then I saw the design, and I was like, okay, that looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
The angled, oh man, it looks so good, especially the 1000 series. I kind of like the black, the Titan Black Edition too. That card looks so nice.
I've heard that RX 480s are actually bumping up a little bit in price because the 500 series around the corner and supply is diminishing. Is that true?
That's what I was hearing too, but I thought I didn't know that the price was being increased. I heard they stopped production of it because of the 580s. But,
Yeah. So my impression is, and this is typically how it works when you talk about the distribution to retail chains. So, AMD's made their money already. They've sold their Polaris 10 chips. They've cleared out, and the board partners have already made their cards. So the distributors have now sent them to retail, and now the retailers are the ones that are bumping up prices because they're stuck footing the bill for a card that's about to be older, right? So, which is how it always works, and it sucks for retailers. It really does. But they're the ones that get stuck holding the hot potato after the new stuff comes out. So that's typically how it goes. If you look at Amazon prices for older chipset motherboards, for example, right after they leave production, they go up by a lot because people are like, well, some guy's going to need this motherboard because theirs has failed, and we'll get some sales out of it. We'll squeeze some of that money back that we would have otherwise lost. So my guess is that's what's happening, and that's all it is, but who knows? If you still find them at that price, it's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, but with GPUs, that shouldn't matter, right? Since it's gonna be the 580, isn't it? Just a slightly better version of the 480. Like, there's almost no
It is.
difference.
Almost no difference. But to be fair, I mean, it looks like they're going to be able to do 1500 megahertz pretty reliably, which is good for GlowFlow because they're GlowFlow, excuse me, because their chips do not have the same degree of electrical tolerance that the TSMC process that NVIDIA uses does. So if they can get anywhere near 1500, that's still going to be a good 10% or so. Granted, I have no idea how well they're going to boost above that, you know what I mean? But if they do clock better, like, rebrands are not necessarily always a bad thing. Once in a while, if it's a genuine refresh where they're like, hey, we have better yields, we have genuinely better process here, reap the rewards of it, I'm all right with that. So we'll see. It could be crap.
If they
It
have
could be
new
like the
blower,
700
dwarf.
series, which was just like the NVIDIA 700 series was just straight up rebrands, and almost nothing had changed. It was such fucking bullshit. So, anyway, we'll see.
All right.
Oh crap, we're an hour into the stream already.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, no, we're good because I think we're about toning down with the build PC sales. There's not much, so we can go to. I'm not sure if people have hit us up on Twitter.
Point. And then we could also just do at some point just Q&A with
Oh yeah,
Oafah, with someone who knows what he's talking about.
yeah. Okay, so I'll bring up Craigslist ads, and then if you guys are from Canada or are looking at Kijiji, this would be an amazing time because we have Jeff here, the Kijiji master. But until then, we will start with Craigslist. How many keys have you given away, Jeff?
I'm currently on number 8, I think. Yeah, something like that. Maybe more. I don't know. I'm just going through my list. I'm going to give away however many I give away, and it's going to be at least 25. I have more than 25.
Okay.
So if I go over, no big deal, but I definitely won't go under. So Pixeling just won the most recent one, so I'm going to send him a
make
message.
this joke again. Because.
There you go, Mr. Pixeling. Enjoy your Steam key. He won a copy of Bit Trip Presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm, for what it's worth.
Okay.
Look at this build.
Ooh, look at that.
My cable management. So good.
So this guy's valuing his 270 at $75, or yeah, $75, which is why he'll let this go for 275 with no GPU.
That seems a little high.
It seems high, but also it seems like if you don't want to go through the trouble of piecing together a PC, then this would work fine if you're playing 1080p, right? Just get
For
this,
sure.
throw in like $100 to $150 graphics card, and you have a 1080p machine for under $400.
Now, if you can, zoom in on that power supply. It looks like, from the label, it looks like an Ultra brand power supply. Is that right?
I didn't. Let's see.
Ultra LSP?
I can't.
No?
I can't read that. It's too.
Yeah, it is. It's an Ultra LSP. Yeah. See how good I am, folks. I can
good.
see the label of a power supply from like 10 meters away, and I know exactly what it is. So it's a 650 watt LSP power supply. That power supply is definitely going to have to be replaced because it's shit. It's the kind. It's the one, like the LSP series is the one that put Ultra out of business.
Oh.
So
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't
they're
know that either.
not good. So they don't
Rocking
meet
my
spec.
Gladiator.
So yeah, that would definitely have to be replaced. But $200 is if that's what he's asking. He's asking $200 for everything but the GPU.
No, 275, not 200.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's still not terrible, I guess.
Because you can get a replacement PSU for a used one for like $30. That's
Yeah.
so you don't even need 650 watt. You could probably put in 500 and grab a lower power card too, right?
Oh yeah, especially these days.
Yeah,
right?
like everything
the days
is
of the-
like 8-pin or 6-pin only.
Yeah. The days of the 250 watt graphics card being the norm is over. It's just not the case anymore. Now it's 150 watts for the card on average. At that, like sometimes less. But the rest of this is all right. I mean,
I just
want
don't
a
get the
complete
water
system?
cooler for 100. Don't do that.
No.
Oh.
No, it's a waste.
One Kraken for $100 is not worth it.
Oh yeah, Jeff has a really good video regarding all-in-one coolers versus air coolers, which he did within the last couple of weeks. Very good info in that one.
Yeah, they're such a waste of money. All-in-one liquid coolers are just for show. They're just eye candy. They just look good. They stay out of the way of your hardware and look pretty. They do not perform any better. It's all about surface area. So people don't understand. Water has a higher capacity to hold heat. This is that's generally true. So what will happen with an all-in-one liquid cooler is you will notice at first your temperatures will seem lower, but you run that shit for 10 minutes and suddenly they're exactly where they would be on an air cooler of the same surface area as the radiator you're using. So there's no benefit other than that, unless you're doing short burst workloads where you can take advantage of the fact that the water's a capacity to hold the heat is better. There's not a lot of benefit, and you're paying like 50% more. I didn't know how expensive some of these water coolers were until I looked, because I would never touch them with a 10-foot pole, and if they weren't used and in good working condition. And I was like, $140 for a goddamn 240 millimeter rad. Are you retarded? Like you can get a Noctua D15 for $40 less than that here in Canada, under $100,
Mm-hmm.
and that will last you for a lifetime. Noctua will give you new mounting brackets whenever you ask for them. All you have to do is send them a receipt of the new motherboard you bought, and they will send you a free mounting kit.
Wow.
They have a compatibility list on their website where they test their cooler with every single motherboard on the market and tell you whether or not it will fit ahead of time. No other company does that, and you get all that. Plus it's not a lifetime warranty. I think it's a 7-year warranty, as if you need a fucking warranty on a goddamn heatsink for fucking under $100. It's insane. And we're not even talking about Hyper 212 Evos, which still give you like 70% of what an AIO will give you, the 240s and the 280s. It's, I'm not going to make a whole other video about it. I fucking hate it. Anyway.
Science.
Angry.
Sorry, I had to close the door.
Yeah,
People are coming
science.
home. Okay, well, yeah, so you heard it here second, because you should have heard it on his channel first. Yeah. Still debating whether or not, when I do switch cases, if I'm going to throw in the cryo rig or not. Because I already have this freaking Corsair H100 that I got for really cheap. And it is eye candy. But it's not like my RAM is running into like other coolers.
If you got it for cheap, by all means. I had an H110 in my build until a few months ago, and I guess I got it for $60 Canadian. So
yeah, but the pump's gonna fail one day, right? I don't want it to fail when I have my computer on and I went. Well, I mean, it'll shut down. It should shut down and stop.
That's the thing. That's the thing. What word of warning right now to all the people watching: if you are going to overclock with any sort of liquid cooling, make sure you leave temperature protections on. So many people turn them off. They're like, I disable all that fucking shutdown shit and I disabled thermal throttling. Why? Why on earth would you fucking do that? You're an idiot. You're literally asking your computer to cook itself. You fucking nut job. So anyway, yeah, save yourself the trouble.
Because they're hardcore enthusiasts and they want to push it, and they know what's best.
Yeah. Oh, of course they do. And of course they make lots of money, which they don't, because most of these people are students. And anyway, all right,
okay.
trivia question incoming.
$970 for 150.
This is in my neck of the woods. Yeah. Too expensive.
I've never bought a PNY product before. Not even RAM.
I think. Oh yeah, I have that. The used RAM I bought was PNY. But I don't know. This is a little too expensive. Even 130 now. Like, can I justify buying a 970 for 130?
Yeah.
With
it's
480s
tight.
right there.
Yeah, it's really tight. Like, I don't know how anyone can do that. And that's the conundrum I face every day when I go driving for parts is, am I really going to pay this guy, like, next to retail for this old card that might break? And, it's difficult.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to buy a card that just has a different cooler slapped on it. And it's really just a much worse card.
Like those China
Chinese
cards?
Amazon sellers?
Yeah, AliExpress. I think they used to have those.
Oh, yeah, I'll see if I can send you a link to the famous GTX 780 that was floating around. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, see if I can find it as well. But
I do have to say, your thumbnail for the AIO coolers video is just amazing.
Oh, what's cooler than being cool?
Yes.
Yeah. I you know what? I have a thing for song lyrics, so I just run with it.
I love it.
I'm really otherwise uncreative. Yeah, this I'm gonna throw a link, I guess, in the chat here. Yeah, sure, this'll do. So if you click that link, you'll go to a picture of the graphics card. This was being advertised as a 780. They called it a 780 GTX, all one word. And it was actually an 8800, an old GTS 8800 that was overclocked. It was terrible. Yeah.
But they flashed it, right, so that it shows up in your computer as a 780.
Oh yeah. Yeah, everything looked kosher when you plugged it in.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's pretty shit. Okay, dudes who I gave Steam keys to, I just sent you a message on Discord, and like the key is sitting there in a private message, but nobody's responded yet. So tell me that you've taken it, for God's sake. You dinks. You're not so old I can't put you over my knee.
That's not it. Here we go. All right, we got a Dallas deal. Old cards. $69.50 for $20. Okay, there you go. That's cheap enough. Do you buy really old stuff when it's cheap, even though it's like, if you could spend $20 more, you can get something better that's recent?
Sorry. Oh, 69. Well, a 69.50 for $20. That's like 28 Canadian. That's actually considerable. Like I mean, to put it into perspective, I recently, fairly recently anyway, bought two GTX 580s for 40 Canadian dollars each. So that's about my limit. So yeah, I'd consider a 69.50 for $28.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. And it still works. It's still a good card.
Wait, what is the oldest card you have in your possession?
Oh God, I'm looking over at my space now.
Can you show us your space? Can you like turn the webcam just so that we can see?
Yeah,
sure.
the GTX 1.
Because
Okay, I'm lifting the webcam. I don't know how the autofocus actually play out here, so we'll see. But in the back behind that curtain is where my workbench is. You see I have
controllers?
Yeah, I have 4 Xbox controllers mounted on the wall.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so you can't really see all my stuff. It's way back at the other end of the basement.
Okay.
But let me see if I can point at stuff. So this right here, or that's a curtain. Wait, hold on. This is really hard. That's the shelf where I keep all my motherboards, right here. And then over to this side is where I have like a 3x3 shelf where I keep like all my odds and ends and cables and whatever else. And the workbench is up here where I have everything. It's a mess right now. I got cases scattered out down here. It's just gross. So yeah,
it's all of us. My room behind me is a
disorganized as fuck.
complete disaster, and now I have Mac laptops everywhere. So there's so much shame.
Oh, I had those for a while too. I'll buy anything if it's a good deal. If I think I can flip it, why not, right?
Oh yeah, I got them all for free.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, right. You posted that.
Oh man.
What? Why? And how? Did you just like a yard sale or something?
It's just like, you know how they say like it's not about what you know, it's who you know, but like you know a lot, so I feel bad saying that. But you know good deals, I know good people. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just a friend came by and just slapped him on my desk. If you're watching, you know who you are. Oh man, I was just like, are you serious? He's like, he literally walks up to me, puts him on my desk, and says, "Make these disappear." And that was it.
Oh wow.
That sounds illegal,
Right.
Lee. I'm kidding.
No, they were
Borderline.
his. They were his
Yeah.
to do whatever he wanted with, and he chose to give them to me. That's why I have
Thinking of
respect for
trivia
you people who
questions.
actually do hard work, you know? When I'm dumpster diving and stuff, and you guys are looking for good deals.
Oh, dumpster diving is hard work too. Don't sell yourself short. It's a lot.
Time
You
is
think it'd
money.
be more glorious, but sometimes, like the other day, I literally drove by someone's garbage. Charles from Tech Always was on Discord with me. I was like, if you don't hear me talking, I was like, tell my family I love them. But I walked over and like this computer was filthy, and it was just an old like Athlon board in there, and they stripped the RAM, and there wasn't even a CPU in it, and I was just like, well, sometimes you waste your time.
Yep.
It happens. It's more like comedy rust.
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, okay. No, nobody's gotten it yet. The trivia question I just asked was, what was the name of the GPU? The fake GPU I just linked in the YouTube chat,
Oh.
and nobody's gotten it yet. I've got GTX 780. That's wrong.
I want to answer it,
1050.
but
That's
I won't.
wrong. I said very specifically what it was.
Oh, so you don't want the fake Chinese name, but you want what the actual
What-
card is. Yeah, the old
No,
card.
no. I want to know what they labeled it.
Oh, the Chinese name. Okay,
Yes.
that's what he wants, guys. To be clear.
There we go.
There it
we
is.
go.
CHV got it. 780
sorry,
GTX,
Charles.
all one
Maybe
word.
next time.
You got it.
Someone said GTS 780. Discord link. His son started walking today. Oh yeah, Gerard. Blasting it. Let me see.
All right. Stand by for your CD key. Or CD key. What the fuck's wrong with my brain? Oh, Mr. CHV, you're getting Chivalry Medieval Warfare. Which is fitting, because your name is CHV. How fucking convenient is that?
What?
CHV. I gave him Chivalry. That's amazing.
A hot 18-year-old gorilla.
I was gonna say, yeah, you should give Chivalry because I'd say that was one of the games that would be my highlight on that list.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard of a lot of the other ones, but there's a lot of them are indies, I'm assuming.
Yeah, the ones I named.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is Chivalry
big-
considered
I mean,
indie?
No, for sure.
Oh.
It's not AAA or anything, but
Uh-huh.
It's made by a developer that's. I mean, look, Ubisoft is technically an indie developer, right? So like lots of things are indie. They are. They're the second largest indie developer in the world, I think. But yeah, we'll call it indie. Why not? No, like I Wasteland 2, I'll be giving away later. That's pretty big. What else is there? Prison Architect is definitely.
We
indie.
have about 15 minutes left. That's just for reference, I think, unless anyone has to go.
Okay.
15,
All right,
15 till 7, yeah.
all right, I'm gonna pump out some more then.
Okay.
If you guys can think of trivia questions, by all means, shoot 'em my way.
What time is it where you is, Jeff?
It's presently 9:46 p.m.
Oh,
You guys are
alright,
same
let's
time
go.
zone.
Let's go. Same time zone.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. I got one.
Do we? Okay. So I guess we're at the point where we're not getting any more deals. So let's answer hot 18-year-old girls question here, and I guess we can all give our input on this one. So he's wondering if you're building a $700 gaming PC. I'm just gonna assume this is mixed, used, and new parts. How much should you spend on the motherboard? And for me, I usually go for the cheapest reputable option, but assuming with $700, I would rather just get a locked CPU and max out the graphics card to see the most performance gains. But what about you guys?
I'll let Lee go first.
What Danny said. No, yeah. I like quad-core processors, and then just the best CPU I can afford. And then, or a GPU, sorry, not CPU. GPU I can afford. Just because I've had a bad experience with CPU bottlenecks.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like too old of a CPU.
Yeah, that's definitely. So just straight up, I mean, a $700 gaming PC that's new, you're definitely not getting an overclockable CPU, probably, right? Like that's definitely not a thing. So you want the cheapest motherboard you can run. That would be my guess. And if you're going used, $700 can actually take you quite some length of the way. Like for example, I've gotten a lot of Z68 motherboard i5 2500 combos for in the range of like $150 to $200 Canadian. Like a lot. That's a pretty readily available price if you look hard enough. So in that case, you're still spending $50 for the motherboard, more or less, right? So I think, yeah, that's generally more or less where I would put it, I guess.
50
I
bucks?
think it's definitely the less price. Well, in US, you could probably do a little better than 50 if you're buying secondhand, but that's still not unreasonable, is the thing.
Okay.
I certainly wouldn't
Nice.
spend a lot. You should never spend a lot on a motherboard because, children, if you would listen for a moment, I'll teach you a little something. The reason you never spend a lot of money on a motherboard is because, number one, the quality of the components is not necessarily better, and in fact, most of the time it is not. Like the MOSFETs that are on a low-end Z-series board, low-end, quote-unquote low-end, are of the same ilk as you'll find on the high-end. The heat sinks that you find on high-end motherboards are bullshit. They don't have any fins. They don't have good surface area. They don't necessarily wick a lot of heat away from the MOSFETs. So they're BS. The capacitors are no better. All you're paying for is appearance. You're paying for features, and if you don't need the features, fuck features.
Yeah.
If all you need is overclocking, get the cheapest Z series board you can get.
Right.
So it should always be. There's no fixed dollar amount, but the mantra is core components
7.
first: GPU,
Yeah.
CPU, and then the rest comes later.
No, it's not.
Sorry, yeah, I just realized my question was super ambiguous. I was
Oh,
I
sorry.
was just like quad core and best GPU. I meant like based on that, then I'll factor in how much I want to spend on a motherboard.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I'm the same exact thing. I like going 700 for sure. Like spending more than 100. Most people just want aesthetics at that point, which is most of the people who I know who build PCs buy just for aesthetics. So my friends and I disagree a lot on things like this.
I'm gonna get really close to the screen here, okay? Everyone listening, I'm gonna get really close. I'm gonna tell you something. If you building a PC for aesthetics in place of performance, I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you.
Charles from Tech Always.
Motherfucker. You probably voted for Trump, didn't you?
Oh my
I
god.
bet you did. You're like, get them Mexicans out of the country and give me my RGB. You're a fucking idiot.
Anyway, that's my rant. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. If aesthetics are that important to you, go elsewhere. This channel and my channel and Lee's channel, not the place for you. We're people that are concerned about price performance. Price performance.
I don't know.
Oh, I know, with that new case that I might be looking. No, but my computer, for the most part, performance is already there. I'm not like running. I've gotten good deals on the 6700K. This 1070 was an amazing deal. So now I'm like, all right, I've saved so much money. Oh, those $20 Western Digital SSDs. Yeah, I've saved like quite a bit. So I don't mind now getting a case that I'm gonna be looking at for the next 5 years or so. Hopefully, I keep it that
That's
long.
why I think where the aesthetics argument though does have a foothold. I think when it comes to cases, because that's what you're going to see the whole time.
Yeah.
And you can use it for forever usually. So it's tougher to say like, don't buy a nice case, because like even if you had crappy components and you had a really nice looking case, sometimes that's what people want. It's just like, I wouldn't do it that way. But if you already have the components you want and you want a nice looking case, then it's like you can reuse it for forever. So whatever. I'll give that one to you.
No, that and that, to be clear, just so that I'm not misunderstood, that isn't even an aesthetic issue, in my opinion. That is a matter of quality, which is totally different.
Oh yeah,
because you're not just buying it for its appearance; you're buying it for its better build material. It's no flex on the side panels, no flex on the back, things like that you get with higher quality cases. So that's totally fine. But if you're just buying it because it's pretty, exclusively. Something can consequentially be pretty and also be of good build quality. That's cool.
Yeah.
If high-end motherboards did genuinely perform better and last longer than their mid-range counterparts, I would be all for it, but they don't. So fuck it. But cases, absolutely. Cases do. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm definitely pro quality. All right. Sorry.
Oafah is pro quality. His quality is pro. His
Yes.
advice quality is expert level, over 9,000.
All right, so what should I say, Jeff? Then, we have to know the rest of your. So that
Rest of my what?
the build, because for $700, we don't know if you like what he's gonna do with it, nor if he's planning on getting an overclockable or not overclockable chip, all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of questions to be answered,
Yeah.
there.
I have a scrub question. With the new Ryzen chips, does every motherboard overclock like traditional AMD style? I'm guessing you could get better overclocks on certain boards or whatever, but
I have not. I'm just going to disclaimer. I have not directly tested any of this myself yet, but I have been in the game for a long time. So all I can do is relate my historical experience and precedent to you. What I can say is that these chips are pretty power efficient, at least running at stock. They're not like the old FX chips that would blow up three-phase 970 boards. I think, generally speaking, board makers are more responsible now. We're past the point of AMD chips being all unlocked across the board, being a problem for the end consumer. And most motherboards that have overclocking enabled, so any of the B series boards and the X series boards for AM4 are probably going to be fine for anything but the most extreme overclocks. And the nice thing, I mean, it's kind of not a nice thing, but the nice thing about Ryzen chips is that there's a kind of a hard ceiling at 4 gigahertz. Most people have not been able to get higher than 4 anyway. So we don't know. Like, there's no way that the chips are pushing the kinds of power that would be a problem for, you know, a standard 6+2 phase motherboard or something like that at those clock speeds with those voltages. So I wouldn't worry about it. I think there's no difference between, there's no accommodating for board quality this time that will be necessary. I don't know for sure. I'm sure somebody like Gamers Nexus will eventually tear that down, but I think the average B350 motherboard will probably do just as well as an X370 board. You know.
We need to do like a hashtag get Oafah on Gamers Nexus. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, maybe. But I like Steve though. He's a
Sitting
good
there
guy.
like smiling. I don't understand anything these people are talking about.
Okay, I got to give away a lot more keys, so I'm just going to fire them off at random. If you spam, I will ignore you, so don't do that. I'm just going to scroll back in the chat and click on people. All right, here you go, Yerok. Have Magica 2 on the house.
All right. So we got about 5 more minutes left.
All right.
$120, 780. Oh, it's a Lightning one though. I've never owned a Lightning card.
Ooh, that cooler looks pretty sick.
Yeah, these can overclock very well, but I'll have to pass.
Why does he have a line break after every word?
What do you mean?
It's like brand. Boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
yeah.
Oh, I see what they did.
It
They
was like
probably
copied and
the
pasted.
table.
Yeah.
Was there a question attached to this ad, or?
No. Oh yeah. People are just
No.
saying, is this a good deal?
780.
Yeah, Kepler. Kepler, bad idea, Kepler, right now. The 780 used to be, speaking of Gamers Nexus, check out their video on the 780 Ti Revisited, and you'll see just how bad Kepler cards have aged. They don't get a lot of driver love these days. So if you're talking 120 American dollars, oh, it's American dollars, right? So
yeah.
Okay, so let me think about this. So what are your 970s going for right now?
Like 130.
130? Oh yeah, it honestly, I would much prefer a Maxwell card at 130 than a 780. Even
with
a
this,
Lightning or a
yeah.
Kingpin or something like that, for sure. Because for one, 780 is it's GK110, so it's a big chip and it's really power hungry. So you're going to be feeding more juice to it for one, and putting off a lot more heat too. And number two, it's older. So all things considered, the price, I would not pay 120 for that. I avoid Kepler. I avoid big Kepler altogether. So 780, 780 Ti, Titans, any of that crap, I just ignore. 770s, 680s, you can still get good deals on. They're appropriately priced, but I wouldn't go for 780. The last one I bought was for 200, and I did get rid of it at a profit in a system. That was about 6 months ago, but after I saw the updated numbers, I was just like, maybe not.
How quickly after you post do your systems usually get picked up?
I would say if I'm really aggressive with the advertising and I repost the ad regularly, usually 2 weeks. And if I just am lazy and I just let it sit and don't refresh it to get it to the front, then I usually takes about a month. So, but I'm always listing them, so they constantly go out the door, right?
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not bad. Okay, picking more people at random, so pay attention.
Well, you guys, okay, you got 2 more minutes ish.
Okay, I'm on it.
Well, you guys do your
Okay.
own version of Scrapyard Wars. Well, we've done it within a different friend group, but then when Jeff and I came together to do a collaboration, we did something different because a Scrapyard Wars thing has been like done a lot already. Yeah.
Overused.
And I think what we
Overused on the
did,
radio.
this was Jeff's idea, by the way, to do the reselling. I don't think I've seen that before. Was that completely unique? Oh man.
I think so. I think it might have been unique,
Wow.
and I think Danny got 150 goddamn thousand.
Is that how high it was? Let me
Yeah.
see. What is it called? Let's see.
Mine got 10,000 views. And
Is
this
that
guy,
the
150,000.
the YouTube algorithm though?
Hey,
I
quality
know.
over quantity. Quantity.
Oh wait, this isn't. Wait, what is this? Oh, that's Budget Build Showdown. Where's the one with? Come on.
Oh, you guys don't have you don't have a popular upload section on yours, Danny? Come on, man.
I will continue to give-
Here it is.
Oh.
Yep, that's your second most viewed video.
Oh, 147.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
my idea.
His
By the way.
idea. His idea.
Yeah, we were talking on Twitter, and Danny was like, "Let's do a build-off with new parts," and I was just like, "New."
Well, the part
Ugh.
I knew. I mean, of course, I hate new parts as well. Which, if you look at my top video of all time, what is that video? Right?
Yeah,
It's the
true.
new parts. Like, as much as we hate it, and as much as we love saving money, there's people out there who are limited to new parts, which is the
Right.
unfortunate thing. So,
Well,
yeah.
there is also a liability that comes with the used market where we have our own systems. So it's like some of these ones that we build, we kind of don't care if they don't work in a
Yeah,
sense.
that's true.
Yeah.
We do care because we want to resell it, but at the same time, if it just died, we'd be like, oh well, and then go on our main rig again. So it's a little different for some of these people, but
Yeah.
Okay, so just closing note. I think we got to go now, but I will continue to give away Steam keys in the Discord. So stick around there if you haven't gotten one yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Join the Discord, guys.
Yeah.
join the Discord.
Can you guys link it one more time, please? Just for anyone who came to the stream late.
Yeah, if you want free Steam keys, I'm still giving some away. I got like 10 left to go. So all you got to do is show up, say one thing, and don't spam the goddamn channel. You spam the channel, I block you. And I will give you a game. There's some good stuff in here. I still have Wasteland 2 to give away. Still have 2 copies of Limbo, Desktop Dungeons, Kentucky Route Zero, Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Didn't even see that.
Ooh, Call of Juarez.
Yeah, Broken Age, lots of stuff. So, yeah.
All right. How did we do the outro last time with the guest? Lee usually just does the outro because that's how his videos are.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because everyone else has a cool intro, and I don't have a cool intro.
But you got that. You got that outro though.
Oh man.
Just stick the microphone right in your butt and fart. That's what
the
I
Oafah
do.
approach.
I saw your giveaway thumbnail as well, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I just
Classic.
pictured my sweatpant wearing ass. Yeah.
I'm seeing some Danny Flex in the
Not happening. Not till summer. I gotta get these guns well oiled and shined.
just so everyone knows, Danny and I have a secret collaboration that's actually never going to be filmed. And it's actually it's a build competition, but
Yeah.
it's a muscle build competition. So we're gonna see who progresses, I guess.
I was gonna say secret competition, like that no one will ever see because you won't film it. I mean, like I've had circle jerks before where we see who comes the fastest,
Oh my
but I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's what you guys were thinking about, but
I
that would
live
be
right above
interesting.
I live right above Danny, so it's a possibility for us to
Yeah.
do a real life collaboration. Maybe not of that caliber, ever.
All right. Is it time?
Don't forget, guys, hit us up in the comments, even if the video is
Mhm.
late. Even if you get to the live stream late, is what I meant to say.
This was fun. Also, anyone who's not subscribed to Oafah, you've seen a piece of him right here. You've seen how knowledgeable, how funny he is. Consider subscribing. He's a good guy.
Thank you. I am the smallest of these three.
I
in a-
hold.
in a way.
Yeah. He's the s-
Surprisingly.
yeah.
It's because I use dirty words. I know, I get it. I deter people because I say dirty things. I'm totally fine with that. But if you're an adult over 18 and you're not afraid to see a left testicle every now and again, subscribe.
Yeah.
Otherwise, stay away.
Danny just like
No, I'm just saying.
No,
I
man.
I hold Jeff in very high regard, and I've said this before over some of the largest channels out there regarding PC tech. So I don't know if that means anything.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear
So.
you.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear. That's why I do it. I don't care about how many subscribers I get as long as I have good quality viewers who are getting something out of what I'm saying.
Mhm.
yeah,
That's what matters. People who genuinely listen.
that's a conversation that Danny and I have on a regular. Like, I would hate to just have a bunch of subscribers and get like a couple hundred views per video. So we don't even care about sub count. We're building communities, and that's what's most important.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Seeing those
People to
familiar
know.
names over and over in the videos, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these comments in the chat are just getting worse.
Yeah. 3.5 what? Years or inches? Because both of those are qualifications to watch my channel. You're fine. You're well over the bar. It's okay.
You could even be
Not kidding.
inverted and you'll be fine.
That's right. You can have a mangina for all I care. I don't care.
Sorry, loud keyboard. Wait. Guys, what keyboards do you use? What switch type?
I like browns.
I have, I don't know if you can see it. I have an Ann Pro. It's a 60% mini. Here, I'll see if I can get a better shot of it here. Let's zoom down. Go way down here. Yeah, no, that's my penis. Let's not see that. Oh, no, I can't get it on the screen, guys. But yeah, anyway, it's an Ann Pro. It's a 60% keyboard, and it has Gateron Browns.
Oh,
So,
very nice.
Yeah, it's nice. I won't say how much I paid for it because it's criminally low.
Oh.
And I really shouldn't say because I hope. I'm not going to get into it now. Another time.
This is definitely not the last time you will be on here. That is for sure.
Well, that's good. I'm free to come by once every now and again. So whenever I can afford time. It wasn't stolen. God damn it! It was a. Yeah.
Our keyboards almost look the same, if to the untrained eye, aka mine.
Which kind is
blue
yours?
LED. What's the difference? I mean, does it type? Just kidding.
What brand is yours, Lee?
This is Thermaltake's like esports brand that I called the Poseidon Z. Nowadays the prices are so. This one cost me about $80, like maybe 2 or almost going on 3-ish years ago.
Right. Thermaltake's an interesting company. They a long and storied history they have. They make some great power supplies, and they make some shit blow up your house power supplies.
Yep.
They make some great keyboards, and then they make some break 3 weeks after buying them keyboards. It's they're a mixed bag. It's really weird, and they make probably the best budget mouse in the world, which is the Talon Blue. I don't know if you guys have heard that. I'll have a review of it up at some point.
Nice.
The Talon Blue, by the way, official recommendation from Oafah here. It comes with an Avago 3050 sensor, which is something you'll never get on the $20 mouse, which is a fantastic optical sensor. It has Omron switches, so it's like real shit. It's not shitty knockoffs, and $21, and that's a regular price. I bought mine on sale for 26 Canadian from Amazon, shipping included with Prime. So you'll never get a better deal than that. It's a fantastic mouse for what it is.
That's good to know, and that's a good price.
Yeah, and no tracking issues. Like if you're a low DPI gamer with Counter-Strike or something like that, this will not fail you. You will be able to turn corners super fast, no problem. Which is obviously a big complaint that people have. So, are we still on?
We are still on. Oh, did you think we were...
Go.
No, we haven't done the full intro yet. Lee does the official outro rather. Yeah, we're still here. People are still watching.
Any last words, people?
We're just hanging out. People are still here hanging out, talking in the chat. So.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. So if you guys want to keep going, I'm good.
Oh, I gotta go. I think girlfriend wants dinner. So.
We were at a solid like 120 viewers at one point.
Nice. Yeah, I'll let you guys know the stats afterwards. It takes a little while to come up. So.
The girlfriend wants dinner.
Yeah.
In other words, she wants to eat out.
No, I'm kidding.
I will show her this segment, and no.
She'd be like, listen, Danny, I don't want you talking to this boy ever again.
Yeah, I know, right? This Baldy.
The way he looked at you made me jealous.
Oh, it's true. Danny and I have some sexual chemistry. Let's not lie here. Come on.
Actually, there's this like running joke apparently that you're his dad and I'm his boyfriend.
Yep.
I have to seek your approval.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, you're wearing the right color shirt. I'll give you that. And you're not. And you're you're similar in appearance and size. That's good.
We're only mixing the bloodlines a little bit.
Yeah, just a little. It's okay. I mean, even Genghis Khan like had sex with a Turk every now and again. You know, it wasn't all Mongols. That's fine.
You realize that kind of history just went over the head of most people in this chat, right?
I know. I make a lot of jokes like that, and I have to remember not to do them in my videos because they're just like,
The viewers are
genealogy.
like 12. Like,
Yeah.
what's a Genghis?
Yeah,
Isn't that a Pokemon?
yeah.
Actually, even that's probably getting old too.
Genghis Khan? Yeah. It's, or from Pokemon anyways. Or Kangaskhan is what it was called. What am I
Genghis
saying?
Khan,
Yeah. Slightly different.
All right. Anything else we need to say before we close out?
I just want to thank Jeff for coming on. I think a lot of people enjoyed it. Yeah.
I'm happy to be here. It was a genuine pleasure to come by and tickle your collective nuts. I'm still giving away Steam keys in the Discord as a thank you to all the loyal viewers for coming out and supporting us collectively. So, and I want to thank Danny and Lee for having me. It was very nice. And
we love
yeah,
having you.
hopefully
I
we'll
was
see you
like an
again
audience
soon.
member over here. I was just watching and enjoying it. This is great.
Sorry, I'm trying to give out keys here and say goodbye. And
All right, Lee, do the thing. Do the thing.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you for watching. Also, I hope you enjoyed. I didn't do the intro, so looking at some dirt cheap tech, there was only a few decent deals, but this mouse is a good deal. Yep. And if you want to be blessed by Oafah's presence again in the future, let us know in the chat. It's gonna happen anyway. Spoiler alert, it's gonna happen anyway. Sorry. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and in case you didn't know, I'm Lee from Comp TV.
Bah!